So let's get into this game. Let's do it. Let's do it, etc., etc. Spawning in the bottom right of Belshire Vestige, probably my favorite map, is our green Protoss player playing for extraterrestrials. It's Sloth. Excuse me while I burp. And his opponent spawning in the top left, in the teal for Team Guns and Roaches. It's Diesel. So the series is tied up 3-3. This is a very important match. Only 3 sets left, including this one, clearly. This is an important match. Whoever wins this is going to put a lot of pressure on set number 8, which actually may end up being live casted. Depends on if they've actually played or not when I get done with this. We will see. PvZ. We just had a PvZ, didn't we? It was Capio and Neru. We said TVP. I am losing it. I spent this weekend traveling with college marching band. I work with a college marching band, and we went to Michigan State for a game, and sitting on a bus for 6 hours with a bunch of flute players sitting behind you talking about the most inane bullshit you can think of. It's a wonder I didn't murder anybody. That's about it. And I didn't get to drink really at all on this trip. I had a beer when we got to the hotel Friday night, but it was a good time. I'm a little fried at the moment. Anyway, let's do some StarCraft. Diesel going for pull first into gas immediately before he even decides to expand. I'm intrigued. Is this going to be some sort of speeding alien versus a gateway first likely expand? Sloth is actually even walling off pretty much with his at his natural ramp before even walling off at his main at his main ramp before walling off at his natural, or choosing to build everything back in a single area. Has he scouted? He did scout. He is scouting right now, so he sees the gas. He sees the pool. That's got to frighten him a bit. Diesel has put down his natural hatchery though, but he's gonna have speed extremely quickly, especially for ZVP. But behind it, the Sloth actually has 2 guys of his own. He's gonna be able to get out whatever the hell he wants. I'm not sure what he's gonna go for here. I guess we might see Stargate for yet another game, which would be lovely. Stargate's fun. I think PvP Stargate versus Stargate is one of my most favorite types of play to watch. I used to hate PvP just in general because it's just terrible, and Muta versus Muta is just awful and boring as well, but Phoenix battles are ridiculous. I think they're awesome. I think it takes a ton of skill, and it's great to watch. But Diesel actually he's taken off gas. He just wanted speed extremely quickly. I'm sure he's worried about any sort of proxy 2 gate or early gateway pressure, which seems to be happening a lot more now in PvZ. And it is indeed going to be a Stargate. Whether this ends up being oracles for his own or just Voiders or just a general old school Phoenix PvZ, yet to see. Extremely hard style to play, I think. Even without expanding it, this seems to be like more of a one-based play. I'm not sure what exactly he's going to be able to get done with this. So I don't know. This is a play style I'm unfamiliar with. We'll have to see how this works out for our Protoss player here. Sloth he's a newly platinum, in theory. He was gold for a long time in HOTS. He had been diamond previously in Wings of Liberty, I believe, but he hasn't been diamond for a very long time. And he just recently got back into platinum, back into playing a bunch. We have a nice little rivalry going on. Rivalry. That word is difficult to say, apparently. We have a nice little rivalry going on in our practice matches. We were basically both winning and losing the same amount of games versus each other. It's my stalker gonna get picked off. Oh lord, this is open. How is this open? Why are you attacking that? Slip up here from Sloth immediately. Did he lose a worker? I don't think he lost a worker. I think the worker he lost was across the map. Nope, he did lose 1 worker. But these Lings have gotten in, and they do see this Stargate is creating something. And obviously, when you're next to a Stargate, you can actually see what it's making through its outline. That is indeed an Oracle coming his way, and he knows it. And Spore Crawler's in the mineral lines. He's gonna be nice and safe from this. Even without the Spore Crawlers, he has Queens. Sloth it looks like he's going to be attacking. He wants to put on a ton of pressure very, very early. Again, this seems to be like a one base all-in sort of play, but with speed finished as quickly as it was, and given how little gas he has, it's just going to be how many larvae does Diesel have? How much larva does Diesel have? Is he able to push away all of this? He needs to save. Sloth needs to save his pylon though. He's trying not to use. He ended up not having to use the energy on the oracles, but that was very dangerous. If he had lost that pylon, this attack would have been over already. This third base is being attacked, but I think Diesel's okay with third base being attacked right now. He wants to let it be attacked for as long as possible before canceling, and he does end up getting the cancel, so he's in an okay spot. He has nothing but Lings right now against a lot of Zealots and some Oracles. This is a very heavy aggression coming from Sloth, and 2 Queens here going to town on these 2 Oracles. 1 Queen does go down. Spore Crawler could get in the mix if it's up there close enough, but not quite, and Sloth is actually doing a lot of damage here. I am intrigued to see what's going to happen here. There's nothing but Lings going to be coming out. Spore Crawler about to finish. But it looks like Sloth has managed to do this. Most of these Zealots are going to be getting cleaned up eventually, but this base is completely under siege, and he's not able to really do anything. What is going on? What is this play? He did lose an Oracle. He lost an Oracle, but Diesel is down to 1 base now, and Sloth is in a really good spot. It seems, or at least it seems. I should say it just seems. A lot more units going down at the moment. A good amount of Lings up here still, but against just Zealots and just this Queen, Spinecrawler just finished. That's a lot of Lings. That is a whole lot of Lings. Sloth needs some more units. All those Lings are finally able to take out the Zealots, but it's 28 workers to 22 workers, and the Zerg has no second base yet. Sloth needs to not lose this motion core though. He needs the overcharge. He definitely needs the overcharge. That's the only way he's going to be able to hold. There's really just nothing back home right now. He's only on 2 gates in this Stargate right now. And it looks like Diesel, he has a chance to just counter, but I don't think he's okay with not counting. He just wants to take out all of these units. He wants to take out this pylon for sure. This Oracle is here, and oh lord, I just barely stay alive. The pylon is going to go down eventually. 2 more Zealots getting warped in, and I don't know how this game's going to go out. Sloth is only on 22 workers still. This was like a 1 base all-in that didn't quite kill his opponent, but did enough damage that his opponent should really be dead. So I don't really know how this is going to end up. This Master Core is going to poke it again, which is unnecessary. Against the Queen, he needs to just run away. Yeah, he doesn't have the health left. He's got shields still, but not really much health. Void Ray is out on the field, but Sloth needs some workers. You're still even on worker count. Excuse me. Needed a drink. They're still even on worker count, but Diesel he's got a ton of money, really. He just doesn't really have the larva. As soon as he gets some larva, he's going to be able to make whatever the hell he wants, which is not a good thing for Sloth. So, despite the disgusting amount of damage that was just done, I don't really know if Sloth can hold off any sort of counter. And these Lings are moving across the map now, because they obviously cannot shoot up, and this base is going to die yet again. But he just needs larva. He just needs a ton of Lings. That's what he's going to do. The Mothership Core is not at home. Some Zealots being warped in. A couple Zealots die before they even get warped in. I'm really confused. I don't know how this is going to go. It looks like this is kind of like a base trade at a very early point in the game. Intriguing. It's just Lings, and really, Sloth can go home with what he has and just defend. He's choosing not to do that, which seems to be a bit of a mistake. Even some cannons, but he just has no money. He has absolutely no money to do anything, and he's going to lose his base down here. Meanwhile, Diesel, with relatively poor macro, is okay because he just has so much money. he's got a ton of money and nothing that's really going to keep him back. And losing this mothership core for Sloth could be disastrous. He does kill another hatchery, but there's no answer for all these lings. He can just send lings upon ling upon ling into Sloth. There is this wall here, so it's going to be difficult for these lings to actually do anything, and even a cannon, 2 more pylons going down. But, oh lord, what the hell? There's a Spire coming in, and there's going to be no answer for the Spire. Because Sloth is so worried about all these lings that he's warping in Zealots and nothing else. He's got 1,000 gas and a ton of minerals. Even trying to get up to Archons would be a good decision at this point. Oh lord. So let's see what happens here. Okay, the Mothership Core is still alive. But as soon as, 6 mutas are on the way. This base is starting again, and 2 more gas is starting again. Diesel just has a ton of money. And Sloth does not. Sloth can't even expand right now. And he's only on 23 workers. 23 workers to 21 workers. We're at 15 minutes. Still on 1 base for both players. And there's a couple Void Rays and an Oracle out. These 2 Spore Crawlers, and not to mention the fact that all these mutas just popped. And mutas are pretty good against Void Rays, especially in low numbers. So 4 Void Rays now, but this Oracle's gonna come in here and get immediately popped by the mutas, and everything actually is gonna get just okay. He pushes that back, but 7 more mutas on the way to join the 6 that are already out on the field, and Sloth really needs to go home. He needs to expand. He needs to get some units out that actually can fight mutas. And another Oracle will not do it. That's a bit of a waste of some money that he doesn't really have. Starting to make some Phoenix even. But at the moment, it's these 4 Void Rays versus 13 mutas, and nothing at home to kill mutas. Another Stargate is being made. Still on 1 base by Sloth. Okay, that's... And Diesel is actually going to move across the map, and he's going to snipe off this Mothership Core, which is a huge victory, because now there's no overcharge even to take care of the mutas when they get back to the base. It's just these 2 Void Rays, and a lot of mutas, again, they kill Void Rays pretty quickly. So, somewhat poor macro from Diesel looks like it's going to give him the victory, because now he's got 9 mutas with 2 more on the way and a bunch of lings, and there's no base for Sloth, and he has no way of getting a base. Because these mutas can just come in here and pick off everything up front. Sloth's going to need some godlike micro to be able to kill 9 mutas, or 11 mutas now, with 2 Phoenix. And he's doing just that. He's about to get 1 kill. He got 1 killed. So he's getting there. Slowly but surely, he's going to kill off all these mutas until he does this. Run away, son. Nice job there by Sloth. Picked off some mutas. But he's making Void Rays again. He's just made 2 more Void Rays. He's only at 4 Phoenix. It's such a strange and scary situation right now. Both players are on such a low economy right now, but Diesel is starting to get sort of a mid-game economy going. He's up to 41 workers now, 2 Sloths 23, and that's probably going to be be the deciding factor here. Is there an economy? And Diesel's actually, he's going to take a 3rd base. He can. He knows Sloth can't push out, so he's going to take another base. Sloth trying to get in here and do some damage, but he needs to not lose his Phoenix like he just did. He just lost that Phoenix. Phoenix don't want to move if they have the Gravitron Beam activated, which is what just happened there. So 2 Void Rays and these 3 Phoenix here is really all that Sloth has. He's got some units back home, but still no extra base. And just about losing another Mew. Oh, he didn't. Oh lord, get out of there. That was so close to dying. This is ridiculous. 2 more Void Rays on the way. Looks like he's just going to try to power his way to victory with Void Rays, which really is just not going to be his answer here. Even the Phoenix getting in and getting sniped off, and now it's just 4 mutas with +1 Carapace against +1 Void Rays, but and not to mention now Hydras are coming in, and now it's just 2 Void Rays, 4 Stalkers, and 5 Zealots, and he's attacking his... Oh, he had completely walled off. That's why he couldn't build a base. He completely walled off, and that was a problem. Well, that's GG there. So that just happened. So Guns N' Roaches is going to go up 4-0, or 4-0, 4-3 now. So it's going to be up to Liver to give extraterrestrials a chance to at least make it to the ace match, for the ace match to actually mean anything. And that game hasn't been played yet.